like this video, we're back to a new Loud House video, and we're back with a new reviewing of my favorite Loud House episodes, and this is another good one from season 2. And yeah, this is the second episode this is the episode that comes after the Interns for Worst, which I have already done a review on that episode, which is another good one. But yeah, this is the episode that comes after that one on season 2. And yeah, it starts with Lincoln being dropped off at Sunset Canyon because he's visiting his pop-pop. And yeah, sees this nurse kicking out this old man. And Lincoln sees his pop-pop, which is, of course, Albert. I'll just call him by, of course. But yeah, and this is the first time that we see him being moved, Albert being moved into the Sunset Canyon. And he's really loving it here, which Lincoln has a fun activity, or a fun time that he wants to have. And yeah, we then see that nurse again, which is called Sue. And yeah, she is like a very evil like nurse, I would definitely say. Even though it seems like she's trying to, be helping and stuff, she is just evil, I would definitely say. And yeah, they try to go for a swim, and yeah, saying that does Albert want to break a hip, which of course saying to go onto the chair to help them, and even giving Lincoln these different things when in the pool. And then they're playing Twister, and then trying to help Scoots with her cat puzzle, and yeah, she's eating the pudding, and yeah, his Albert is about to go to bed, and Lincoln is telling him that let's go and have a fun time, right? Trying to get his pop to realize that he's still got it in him, and yeah, then they see Sue and saying, what happens if you miss curfew, that he'll be kicked out, which Lincoln then promises his pop that they'll be back before curfew. And yeah, they go to this restaurant, and yeah, saying that apparently Albert is the same guy that made this whole ate everything in this whole Chinese restaurant and made them have to close because he ate everything. And then him dancing with this waitress as well, and going to an arcade, to this fair with bumper carts, even going to flips, and getting a flippy as well, and mountain climbing. And then Lincoln gets some hot dogs, and Albert is saying that his new friend Tibor is talking about this new bull riding competition, which Lincoln then tries to remind his pop about what Sue said about needing to get back before curfew or he's going to get kicked out. Which, of course, he ends up going with Tibor to the competition, and Lincoln is realizing what he's done. So he sees Tibor's bike and sees Tibor, which he's saying that he hasn't seen him since he won the bull riding competition, and so is this video, which then he sees on the TV that he is in his boxers on a baseball field, and then he's like, and there goes the boxers. But yeah, goes to the ballpark, and then he gets taken by this crowd, and he's skateboarding and breakdancing, and then he's part of this band. And then Lincoln sees him in this plane, and he parachutes, and he tells Lincoln that he may have overdone it for one day, which then they make it back to Sunset Canyon, but Sue locks the door and saying that it's time for a room inspection, which yeah, they're in trouble. But then we see Scoots and Albert's other friends saying of how they saw him on the baseball game, didn't know that he was a boxers guy, and saw him in the sky, and they're like, we're not going to let Sue kick you out. and saying, "Come on, you old farts, I need your canes," which I don't know why I found that so funny when Scoot said that. And yeah, they get a lift up into the window, and yeah, Scoots is like just doing my cat puzzle while hiding, and then we see that saying that we can't turn my shower off. Like, yeah, you broke the shower head, and yeah, Albert can't find his keys, which Bernie managed to get or have a spare key for him, and Sue managed to get in somehow. And yeah, it seems like Albert is now kicked out, which he then Lincoln is apologizing to his pop, which he then says that he regretted nothing of the fun time that he had, and he doesn't want to live in a place that makes him feel old anyway. Which then the other seniors come out and saying that if Albert goes, you're going to have to kick us out too, and saying that you won't have much of a retirement home without seniors. And yeah, Albert saying that you're going to stop treating us like babies and we'll go back to our rooms when we're ready. And yeah, they end up hurting themselves after lifting Albert. And then Rita comes back, says hey to her dad, and to pick up Lincoln. And yeah, Albert saying goodbye to Lincoln and can't wait for his next visit. And then when he tells Lincoln till next time, after his friends tell him about the late night swim, we see him undressing and even throwing his boxers, and like this guy knows how to party. Yeah, pretty much going in nude into the pool. Yeah, a really good episode, I will say for sure. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Catch you next one.